What if I told you that there is a 2-day experience in Lagos that could completely rewrite your incessant years of job hunting experience? And this is not like your regular webinar or a boring lecture. I'm talking about the Lagos Business School Young Talents Program, where you get access to mentorship as a young professional and career guidance. So if you are someone who has a 2-1 or a first class and you're looking to advance in your career, or you are looking to get your foot into in the job market, I'll walk you through a step-by-step process on how you can apply for the Lagos Business School Young Talent Program. But before we proceed, if this is your first time of coming across this channel, my name is Abbas and I create content around scholarships, job updates, grants, and digital hacks. So ensure you subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out on my future opportunities. So let's get right into it. So before I show you how you can apply for the program, let's quickly look at the eligibility criteria, right? So I'm on the Opportunity Desk website, right? So the deadline for this scholarship is, or for this program rather, is June 2, 2026. So June 2nd, basically. So let's look at the eligibility. So the program is very competitive, right? And they would select 50 participants throughout the federation. So, and these are the requirements. You have to be someone who has a first class or second class upper degree, right? Then you must be under 30 years old at the time of application, and you must have completed your NYSC or currently undergoing it, right? And you must not have done this program in the past, right? And if you have a master's degree, it is optional, right? So now let me walk you through how you can apply for this program. So I'll just click here to apply, and it will take me to the application page. So this is a Google document where I can apply for this program right now, and I'll just click on next. And the first question they are asking is, they say your title. Just select your title, right? If you are a woman who is married, you click on the first option. If you are a man who is a man, basically, but if you are a lady, you can click this who is not married, right? So for me, I'm a man. So the next thing I would like to enter is my surname. I will just enter my surname here, and the gender. The gender is, I'm a male, right? If you're a female, choose female, but I'm a male, right? Then the date of birth. So basically, the M stands for month, the D stands for day, and the Y stands for year. So I'll click on the month. I would enter 02, the day 02, 2002, right? Then email address, I'll say Productivity Masquerade Academy 608 at gmail.com. So you need to enter your valid email address as well. Then phone number, after you enter your phone number, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then country, so I'm in Nigeria, so I'm gonna enter Nigeria. The residential address, I'll just say Banai, Lateral Street, Oyo. Then I'll click on next. Employment information. If any question does not apply to you, please type NEO, NIL, current employment or occupation if applicable. So I'm going to say product designer. So whatever your current employment occupation is, you put it here. Current employment occupational category, if it is full-time, you click on full-time. If it is part-time, of course, you click on part-time, right? So for me, I'll click on I'll click on full-time. Then company address. Company address is not mandatory because there is no, like, the feed that are mandatory are the ones that has these red asterisks in the questions, right? But the one that does not have the red asterisks is not mandatory, basically. But I'll just say legal Nigeria. curriculum vitae. So you need to upload your curriculum vitae, basically your CV, right? So for me, I would upload my resume there, and I've uploaded my resume. Then I'll click on next. Then educational background, university attended. Please specify the university from which you obtained your bachelor's or master's degree. So for me, I finished from University of, so I'll just say University of Ibadan, right? Degree type, undergraduate, I'll say Bachelor of Science. Overall CGPA 7.0. UI uses 4.0 CGPA skill now, but when I was on campus during my undergraduate days, the highest obtainable CGPA was 7.0, right? But the final CGPA that I finished with was 5.0. Then degree type, postgraduate. I didn't have a postgraduate degree, so I'm going to omit that. Then program, undergraduate. So I did chemistry. I'll just say chemistry education, right? Program, postgraduate. If you have a postgraduate program, you write whatever the course that you did at your postgraduate level here. Then class of degree, undergraduate. I had second class upper. So if you are someone who finished with first class, you pick first class honors. If you are someone who finished with second class upper, then you click second class upper. Then class of degree. If it is postgraduate, you either finish with distinction, you either finished or PhD grade or MPhil, right? So whatever the grade that you finished with on your postgraduate program is selected here. Date of completion. So for me, it is April 2020, right? Yeah. Date of completion expected date of completion. If you have a postgraduate program, you put it there. Undergraduate certificates, I'm just going to put it here as well. I'll upload my undergraduate certificate, which is university certificates. I'll upload it, right? University certificate. I've uploaded my university certificate. So the next thing I want to do is, like I said, if you have a postgraduate certificate, you upload it as well. You click on next. And professional qualification. No, I don't have any. If you have any professional qualification, you add it here, right? Then click on next. Then career interest. If you're interested in entrepreneurship, you pick entrepreneurship. If you're interested in academia, you pick academia. If you're interested in industry, you pick industry, right? So for me, I'm interested in entrepreneurship. Have you applied for this program before? If you've applied, you click yes. If you've not applied for this program before, you click no, right? The next thing, you click on next. Once you do that, it will take you to the next stage of the application page. So it says, write an essay demonstrating why you are an ideal candidate for this program, highlighting all significant details, minimum length of 500 words. Create a video presentation describing yourself and share your experience. So if you want to write this essay, and there's a way you can leverage AI to write this essay, and you can just edit it so that it can be humanized. So let me just show you. So just copy. So the first thing you want to tell AI, just come to Claude AI, right? And copy the link to this program description. So just say, ask Claude that, tell me what you know about this program. Right? So that you want to do this first because you want to provide a context. You want Claude to have a context of what you want to the task that you want to give it, right? Because it would be bland if it does not understand the context. So that's why you need to paste the website URL there first. Then you can now say yeah. So the next thing you want to do is to just copy this whole thing here and put it there, and tell Claude that, okay, let me show you, right? Say, I am applying for this program, right? And they asked me this question in the application form, right? So put it there. So help me write a unique, not generic, human, personalized, uh, analyzed, and compare answer that I can write, or I can, I can write as the response to this question. So then click enter. They click enter, and Claude is going to like, okay, it's saying I need to know a bit about you first and answer this, and I'll craft something that sounds like you, not a template. Let me also gather a few more details that really matters. What degree did you study and what class did you graduate with? Second class upper, right? What best describe your current status, completed NYC? Which of these best reflect your career academic background? Strong academic record, limited work experience, some internship. I've led project teams or initiatives. I have a mix of research professional experience. So basically, you want to select the best option here, right? So for me, I would say I've led project team or initiatives, and Claude is going to like okay. Okay. Now it's asking, I still need the personal details from my follow-up question. You see, what did you study and at which university? So you say I studied chemistry education from the University of Ibadan. University of Ibadan. One specific achievement you are proud of, a project, a problem is solved, team you led, something concrete with real details. So for me, a civic achievement I'm proud of is, as a product designer, I had background chemistry education. I led a team. I led a cross-functional team to design an application that's devices learning. Oh, sorry, application that solves the problem. The problem. The problem. Healthcare in accessibility in Nigeria. Like connecting patients to doctors, the comfort of their room via the app, led in business analyst, project managers, software developers, and software developers and content writers. My role was a product manager, and I ensure and I conducted intensive research to validate our assumptions. Nigerians don't have access to quality healthcare due to a huge margin in doctor patient ratio. So your career goals, and I'd say my career goal is to solve pressing contemporary problems in Africa, such as unemployment, insecurity, and hunger. Right? Why young talent programs exactly? What about the program excites you most? Okay, I'm excited about the program because we have the opportunity of learning from world class and world class and seasoned industry leaders who are leaders. Yeah, basically. So I'll just click on enter, and it would, to spill everything, roll it up, and put it there. Here is your essay. Why I am an ideal candidate for the Young Talent Program. There's something quite theoretical about the chemistry education graduate leading a team of software developers, business analysts, and project managers to build the SK application. So all these things, it puts everything out, right? Okay. So the next thing I want to do is that there are a lot of M dashes, right? And most people flag, even though this is personalized and it is unique in a way because it has my background and based on the details and my context I've provided. But there are a lot of M dashes, so I'll just say so okay. So I'll just say can you rewrite the essay, remove all the M dashes? Also, make it more human. So you can to write it for me, and the reason why I'm doing this is because these things, when they are vetting this application, they would not flag it as AI, right? And another thing you can do is to copy everything once it's written it for you, and you can make some minor edits, or you can write some sentences. You can spin it, you can write it so that they won't flag it as AI. Anyways, I don't think anybody would still be fighting AI in this age and time. That you are using AI to write essays or articles and stuff, right? So that was it. Let me put it here. So I'll break it into chunks or paragraphs, and once I finish that, I can yeah. So the next thing you need to do is to create a video presentation describing yourself and share your experience. It is make and upload a 1-minute video of yourself, mention your educational background, leadership experiences or work experience. So you need to like record a video, a 1-minute video, so detailing all this as well. You can use AI to guide you on how you can do this. So once you do it, you can click on submit, right? Click on submit, and that's how you've successfully applied for the program, right? And the next thing is they would invite you for an interview where they would eventually determine whether you make it into the program. You know, it's a very competitive program, and I wish you the best of luck. So if you watch this video to this end, ensure you subscribe to this channel, right, so that you won't miss out on my future videos, because I share a lot of opportunities, job updates, brands, and all of that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next.